Hello, hello, hello. It's Roshi, innit? Welcome to Hercule Poirot. The London Case. We're back with our favorite Belgian detective set in London. I've been wanting to play this game for quite a while. I just hadn't got around to it. Previously, I played Hercule Poirot, the first cases, and I also did the ABC murders. This one I have no idea about. It was released in 2023 by Blazing Griffin, and that's all I really know about it. We're gonna have a look at some options. We've got a bunch of languages here. We're gonna keep it in English though, including the voice, and we're gonna turn on subtitles for fun. I'm gonna leave it on QWERTY because I'm so different, so QWERTY. Kill me. Deduction hints. We'll leave that on for now because I am an idiot. We're just gonna start a new game. Prologue, the ship. Detective Hercule Poirot leaves the shores of Belgium on a new assignment bound for London. We're gonna activate our little grey cells today, guys. I am excited for this, as I know that there's another game after this. There's the Murder on the Orient Express, and they're making a new one, which is Death on the Nile, so...
Detective Hercule Poirot? Ah, Chief Commissioner. On the contrary, it is a most convenient time.
There he is.
The safe passage of a painting? Tell me everything.
Hey, that's me. Hey, there's a painting. Hey, there's a ship. That's scary looking. Royal Edward Gallery in London. I'm definitely gonna have to turn the music down, it's so loud. Ooh, gallery. Big Ben! An eyeball. Exciting. Envy. One of the 7 deadly sins. Romance? Oh, lust. Should have gone with the sins vibe. Greed? Yeah. I'm gonna guess them now. Oh, that's it. We only get some things. Is that the bending? Melt. Is it on fire? Because she's got flaming red hair. Nope, it's on fire. Oh, damn. Bye, painting. Oh, there he is!
If man was meant to travel the oceans in such conditions, he would surely have been given his own fins. A distraction is what one needs. Where is that blasted contact? How is one to prepare for an assignment if one does not have all of the required information?
Look at this potato ass.
Very well. I shall wait no longer.
Beautiful, isn't she?
Monsieur?
The open water. There really is nothing quite like her.
When one suffers from the mal de mer, the beauty, as you say, is rather more a burden.
Forgive me, I just can't imagine being scared of the ocean in this day and age. The potential to see the world is open to even the ordinary man like us.
I can assure you, monsieur, it is not a matter of being scared. And as for ordinary...
I didn't mean to offend, Mr.
I am...
Forgive me, madame.
No harm done. Accidents happen. My cigarette case. Where is it?
I didn't see.
You thought I wouldn't notice? A young lady traveling alone. An easy target for you, I bet.
What?
I'm sure the young lady would appreciate the help of 2 handsome strangers.
God, the pacing of this game. I hope you didn't come here expecting a good game experience. I mean, okay, well, at least not cutscene wise. The reviews on this game are very mixed, and I can see a little bit why. He is a bit potato looking, and he did morph into the banister. But hey, we're not here to worry about that stuff. We're here to detect. And that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, we could play some, what is it? Where you shuffle the thingy? Yeah. We could sit down and read a good book. Reading. Oh. An excellent way to distract oneself from the surrounding ocean. That's a terrible accent. Accompanied with tea, however. I cannot agree with that choice of beverage. Why? What's wrong with tea? I can interact with the telescope. A well-crafted brass telescope for viewing the open ocean and stars above. Alright. What have you done?
How could a porter be so clumsy? Let's give her a hand.
Alright.
How could a porter be so...
Yes, I know. I want to click on this. The suitcase.
The young lady should not be left to gather her own things.
Okay, hi, lady.
Oh dear. What a mess.
Alright, hi, porter.
I didn't drop it on purpose.
Okay.
The young lady should not be left to gather.
So what do I do about it? Am I grey selling?
Huh.
Yeah, I know you have no reason to go there now, but I have no reason to be here. Okay, well, Unknown item. Oh. This is a cigarette case. Makes sense. Rotate. Some objects can be viewed in more detail. Try finding all points of interest. So whatever this is. An ornate family crest, a line traditionally associated with courage, nobility, and the British. The mechanism used to open the case. Okay. And dated 1855. It's old, but it is in near perfect condition. A silver cigarette case adorned with a family crest. Collected items added to my inventory. I can left click to check this. Left click up here. Got a cigarette case. Got it. That makes more sense now as to why I couldn't actually do anything. Nope. Select the cigarette case.
You are returning home?
I am. But how did you know that?
The lion emblem?
Besides your educated accent, the crest that adorns your cigarette case, it is of British origin.
Very observant. It's the crest of my family, and the case belonged to my mother. I take it everywhere with me. Miss Florence Farquhar, a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Florence Farquhar!
The pleasure is ours.
That looks like everything. Except for my powder case.
Is this what you're looking for?
It is! Thank you. Miss
Miss Babanin. Anastasia Babanin.
Anastasia. What a beautiful name.
It was my grandmother's.
Well, that's everything now. I can't thank you all enough for your help.
I'd be happy to escort you. Here, I'll take your bag.
Oh, yes. Okay, thank you. Cabin 4. I'll be right behind you. Anastasia, perhaps I can offer you a token of my gratitude in the bar later?
That would be lovely.
And you, Mr...
Detective Hercule Poirot, at your service.
A detective? I was not expecting to meet such a distinguished gentleman on board.
Why not?
I did not expect to meet someone of Russian descent on a ship between the great city of Antwerp and Dover.
I never mentioned where I was from either.
You have a crazy accent. Oh, that is not right. Of course not. Yeah.
One did not have to. Anastasia, of Russian origin meaning resurrection.
And here was me thinking I was special.
Your knowledge of my heritage is most impressive.
And I'll take that as my cue to leave. Good evening.
Bye!
It seems it's just us remaining.
I would very much like to hear stories from your homeland. Perhaps you would join me in the restaurant.
As charming as that would be, I'm feeling rather tired. It must be all the sea air.
Then I shall leave you to your slumber. Adieu.
Bye! That was a thrilling first case. Absolutely thrilling.
As much as I enjoyed the delights of the restaurant, I still found my mind drifting back to Mademoiselle Babagna. She really was quite charming. I have spent the first part of this excursion neglecting my duties. It's time to retrieve my notebook from the safe and begin. The combination was not a difficult one to remember. 1815, the Battle of Waterloo.
Waterloo! Okay. $18.15.
Et voilà. Time to...
Ah!
One cannot ignore such a blood-curdling scream.
No, but one can take a second to recover from the fucking heart attack they just
My
had.
mother's cigarette case. It's gone. How could somebody do this?
Mademoiselle, I ask that you take a moment to calm.
You're a detective. Of course. What luck.
As luck would have it, one of Belgium's finest. Now, I require as many details of the crime as you can offer.
I came to my cabin and began unpacking. I couldn't get the safe working, but the gentleman that helped me with my luggage showed me how it works. Afterwards, I went for a brief walk, and when I returned, the safe was open, and my cigarette case was gone.
We must consider the suspect list. Those who were aware of the cigarette case's existence.
Me! I took it! Mahahaha!
That can only be those who were up on the deck when my luggage spilled. Miss Babagnan, the porter, yourself.
And your helpful stranger.
Yes, of course.
I ask that you gather them for me. And while you are absent, I shall begin my investigation in here, if Mademoiselle permits.
Whatever you need to do to find it.
Alright. So our first fucking case is someone stole a cigarette case. Great. The theft of Mademoiselle Farquhar's cigarette case has plagued me for long enough. I must consider everything I know. Oh. Okay. Yes. So this is Florence. She was alone in her cabin. She has keys to her room. She knew the safe combination lock. Okay. Well, let's... Yes. Explore. Let me go. The sink. One must present themselves at their best at all times. The mirror is a little high for my stature, however. Why is the mirror so high? All right, let's have a look at this safe.
Aha.
If the thief left any signs of accessing the safe, perhaps a fingerprint on the dial will be it. There are no clear or obvious signs that the safe has been tampered with. The thief must have found another way in. This must have only become obvious once the safe was moved. Perhaps the cleaner should reassess their standards. Jesus. The door remains open and the contents missing.
Mademoiselle, I thought you would be returning with the gentleman also.
The gentleman wanted to speak to the porter alone first.
I was unaware he is also a detective.
He's not a policeman. He works in insurance, I believe.
It appears I shall be spending my time chasing amateur detectives around the ship.
Wunderbar.
Mademoiselle, I would like to start with who had access to the safe combination.
No one. It was in a sealed envelope that was waiting for me when I arrived. I memorized it and threw the paper overboard. 4385. It's really not that difficult to remember.
A similar envelope was waiting for me upon my arrival. The date of the Battle of Waterloo, as I recall. Every safe, although identical, must have a different combination.
That makes sense. Yeah, if you all had the same, you could just go into anyone's room and take the shit out.
After the gentleman helped me with the safe, he left.
If the mysterious gentleman is behind the theft, he went to great lengths to hide his fingerprints, but did little to hide his movements in Mademoiselle Farquhar's cabin. There are many questions that require answers. Answers I believe he may hold.
Okay. New mind map. Investigating a theft was one of the last things I expected for my journey to London, but as an officer of the law, it is my duty to find who could have stolen Mademoiselle Farquhar's cigarette case and why. Notice the number on the icon has been updated. Try connecting two pieces of evidence to form a deduction. There was no sign of tampering.
Some would say a lucky guess. I would say a moment of genius.
Given the state of the safe, I assume the thief simply entered the code and took the contents. The thief knew the safe code. An article from the London Illustrated News. Ooh. The changing world in which we live in, and who is permitted to enjoy it. Florence Farquhar. Fine art, theatre, and literature, as well as other mediums that are synonymous with the arts, have always been considered a middle and upper class area of enjoyment and pastime, with those that fall outside of that desired audience being shunned at the door. Even now, having taken their steps into the 20th century, there are those that continue to exclude the inexperienced and uneducated, the working class that have not yet had the privilege of seeing the true beauty of a Monet or read the powerful and relevant words of Charles Dickens in all their splendour. We now sit at the dawn of a new age, with London continuing to solidify its name as a pioneer, bringing art, music, and literature to a modern audience that care more about the contents of the art form in front of them than the contents of their pockets. Interesting. Oh, she's got her supper. Seems that Mademoiselle Farquhar chose not to dine in the restaurant. She has other things here, though. Yeah, one must be careful with such delicate powder. A horrible mess it would cause, although it could come in useful. Oh, I guess I'll just be stealing from her. Makeup remains a mystery to me, but judging by Mademoiselle Farquhar's fashion sense, this must be a popular shade. Okay. I am surprised Mademoiselle Farquhar's luggage made it this far without spilling with the amount she packed. Okay, well, let's go talk to Anastasia. Actually, Florence.
Mademoiselle Farquhar, I shall have your cigarette case returned to you before we reach the English coast.
I hope so, Detective. You caught me, reading my own article.
I must say you raise a very interesting point. Art should have no social boundaries. Creativity is for all to enjoy.
Thank you for saying that. I wish everyone was as open-minded.
Merci, mademoiselle. That is all for now.
Hey, Anastasia. What is that noise? Oh, that's the music. We've got a powder case and a mascara. We've stolen. We are now no more...
Mademoiselle Babagnan, I'm sorry we must continue our conversation under these circumstances.
We are now no more than the common thief, is what I was going to say.
On the contrary, what fantastic luck that you are here. Now I get to see you at work.
With my dead eyes. Please walk me through your movements since our first meeting.
I'm afraid I've done very little, actually. After we parted ways, I went to my cabin. I had barely unpacked and I was fast asleep on the bed.
Alone?
That is a rather personal question, don't you think, Detective?
Yeah, but as I'm a detective, I kind of need to know if you had someone with you.
I'm sorry, I'm a little nervous. A poor attempt at a joke. Yes, I was alone.
There is no need to be nervous. And then?
And then I was woken up by Florence's scream. I have never heard something so terrifying.
All right.
You have been most helpful, mademoiselle. I shall not take up any more of your time.
I need to go look in here because there's things on the bed I'm going to go stare at. Ooh, gala. I will be attending in a professional capacity, but I would very much like an invite of my own as a souvenir of my time in London. The Royal Edward Gallery requests the pleasure of the presence of Miss Florence Farquhar to the unveiling of an extraordinary new exhibition from the Musée Royal des Beaux-Arts de Belgique, including The Penitent Magdalene. The formal invitation on one side, blank on the other. Oh, did I take that too? Okay. Anastasia was sleeping in her cabin. She wouldn't have known the code, would she? Door handle. Ooh. Fingerprints. Oh. These scratches must have been made by something sharp. A blade, perhaps? The light is catching part of a fingerprint. I do not have the appropriate tools with me, but I'm sure I can find a way to reveal the full print. Hey. Catching you in the background. Oh, yeah. I have the right things, right? Give. Let me. Door handle. Jesus. Perhaps the powder case I found may be of some use. Some would say it is a rather rudimentary way of taking fingerprints. I say quite genius.
Magnifique. A fingerprint. Now to determine who it belongs to.
You found one, detective? Ah, how exciting! I suppose you'll want to take mine. To rule me out, I mean.
Sure. Hey, give me a fingerprint.
Of course. Whatever you need.
Oh, it was the other lady.
Yes, I'm really quite excited about it.
You have been invited to a preview at the Royal Edward Gallery. A small world indeed.
Will you be in attendance? It's actually one of the reasons that I have been in Belgium. I was lucky enough to have a sneak peek at some of the pieces on show.
Ooh.
I'll also be writing a follow-up article on the success of it.
Lucky indeed.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
I am sure it will be a great success.
There appears to be scratches on the door. Oh. Perhaps there are more clues to be found. Yes. Give me your fingerprints, girl.
You could ask me anything.
Would you allow me a sample of your
Am I
fingerprint?
to be used as your guinea pig?
I would not dare compare you to a guinea pig. Would you be so kind?
The answer is yes, of course. I have nothing to hide.
Mascara! Gala! The thief knew exactly how to keep their identity hidden. I must not take fingerprint samples from the others. Taking Mademoiselle Farquhar's will allow me to compare what prints are hers with those that may belong to our thief, followed by samples from Monsieur Hastings and Monsieur Allard. The only fingerprint that remains on the door is the one left by Mademoiselle Farquhar upon returning to her cabin. The culprit continues to evade me. There must be something I have not considered. Okay. So there's no fingerprints on the dial.
I must take a different approach if I am to...
Okay, I guess I haven't figured that out. No useful fingerprints remain on the door handle. Okay, to the deck. Oh my god, the animation's crazy in this game. Oh, hey, you two.
I'm sorry, but it's just not acceptable, Mark.
I've apologized to the lady.
And that makes everything all right?
It was an accident.
An accident that could have been avoided if you hadn't spent your morning drinking.
Gentlemen, you are behaving like two young boys in the schoolyard. It ends now.
It sounds like they're just having a conversation, Poirot. Hey, Burrow.
Is Mademoiselle Farquhar aware you are acting as her knight in shining armor?
I wouldn't go as far as that. I think perhaps we have got off on the wrong foot. I'm Arthur Hastings.
She requested you to follow her to her cabin, no?
Oh, yes, she did, but I wanted to...
Speak with the porter privately? This was part of your investigation?
Well, I'm not a detective. I was just,
Then perhaps you will answer some questions that are vital to my investigation as a detective.
What can I do for you?
Do you work in insurance, bro?
It is. Is my employment relevant to Miss Farquhar's missing cigarette case?
Nah. I just might need some insurance as I stole some things.
I hope you will entertain me for a moment. What would you say the chances of proving a theft in a case such as this one are?
Well, a report from a detective like yourself will certainly help expedite her insurance claim.
As I thought.
It had perhaps not crossed her mind before. But being amongst an officer of the law and an insurance man, the idea of insurance fraud may have appeared appealing.
You wanted to speak with the porter
When
alone?
Florence, Miss Farquhar,
You know her,
told me
huh?
that something had gone missing from her safe, I thought it must have been the porter.
How so?
I'd rather not say with him standing just there.
It is not I that controls the volume of your voice.
You must have noticed the smell of beer on his breath. I wouldn't put it past a man that drinks on the job to steal.
That is quite the accusation. And if you were correct, you wish to settle the matter with him privately?
I wanted to give him what for, but I suppose I lost my nerve.
Tell me more about your work.
I'm what some would call a middleman. I oversee the handling of recently sold items and put the buyer in contact with an appropriate insurer.
The mention of insurance initially sparked my attention. But the more he talks of his work, I believe he may be my mysterious contact from Lloyd's of London.
It was your work that took you to Belgium?
I can't go into too many details, but I'm actually delivering a rather special piece of art to London. I'm meant to be meeting an official of some sorts that's supposed to be helping me, but no sign of them yet.
It's me, Mario.
And it is confirmed. It concerns me that my supposed trusted colleague has found himself involved in the middle of my investigation. I will continue to withhold my true identity and see how Monsieur Hastings' involvement concludes.
Okay.
Merci, monsieur. This really is an exciting case. Anything I can do to help Miss Farquhar, please don't hesitate to ask.
If this is exciting, you guys must lead exceedingly boring
Your
lives.
enthusiasm has been noted.
Can I take this now? No. Okay. What an angle. Hey, guy.
Perhaps you and I can have a more civilized discussion.
I'll tell you the same as I told your friend. I will not be bullied.
Intimidation is not my forte. What is uncovering the identity of criminals and making sure they are punished to the fullest extent of the law.
And that's me?
That is what I am yet to conclude.
Is it usual for one to consume alcohol while at work?
Who said anything about drinking alcohol?
It does not take a detective to identify the distinct odor on one's breath.
Maybe one to calm my nerves. My sea legs aren't here yet, that's all.
Uh-huh. How'd you come to injure your hand?
I was in the cargo hold, cutting something with my knife, and it slipped. No harm done.
I'm not quite sure you understand what that means.
So now I am stupid and a drunk?
Do you have the knife in question on your person now?
I don't. He stole it and won't return it.
You stole a knife? Brother, why?
The pieces of the puzzle are finally coming together.
No useful fingerprints remain. The thief has been careful to cover their tracks. The tracks were covered. Hey, do you have the
What can I do for you?
knife? Monsieur, the porter's knife. May I see it? There's blood from his hand. Evidence of blood. This must be what Monsieur Allard cut himself on. Oh, shit. Let me see it. Do I have it? No. Show me the
What can I
knife.
do for you?
I need to see the knife. Standard handle for such a knife. Okay. The tip has been dulled and there appear to be the slightest metallic flakes still clinging. Sailor's marlinspike with a foldable blade and a stained spike tip. Jesus. Okay. I'm making noises.
Oui, monsieur.
I shall let you return.
Okay. I guess it was the porter. Oh. I can turn in this room. Interesting. Hello.
You could ask me anything.
You have been most helpful, man.
Apparently I can't ask you anything. Also, I love that in the cutscene, the thing on the bed is still there, but when I come out of the cutscene, it's gone. That is always the best.
Of course. Whatever you need.
Was the cigarette case insured?
Insured? Oh no, why would I have it insured?
Anything of substantial monetary value.
I'll stop you there, detective. The cigarette case itself is hardly worth 2 pennies, but to me, it's priceless.
Has anyone been alone in your cabin?
Not for a second. At least not with my permission. You probably think this silly, naive woman has left her valuables out, or I've just misplaced them. But I assure you, that is not me.
It had not crossed my mind for even a moment.
There appear to be scratches on the cabin's door lock. It could have been Mark. Currently, the only suspect I have for the scratches is the porter, Mark. Yeah, he owns a sailing knife. And he's an alcoholic. I don't like using those things. Looking at the condition of the door and its lock, I cannot rule out a drunken attempt to open it. Feck. Okay. I've got to... None of the suspects knew Florence's safe and combination lock. No, it's not a drunken break-in because the tracks were covered.
The evidence suggests... Come now.
Fuck. None of the suspects knew, but the thief did. Yeah. Although the suspects did not have the code to the safe, there is still a chance that it was cracked open. The safe was cracked. Well, it wasn't, because the tracks were covered.
The answer was staring me in the face.
The thief's attempt to fool me and cover their tracks only shows that they knew exactly what they were doing. Yeah, so... It couldn't have been a drunken safe. Like, it was not a drunken break-in. I can confirm that the porter was nothing more than a scapegoat for the thief. The erratic scratches on the door lock were made to make me believe he was behind the theft.
Another success. I never doubted myself.
I doubted myself constantly. My initial suspicion that the porter may have been the thief is beginning to waver. Would someone go to the lengths of framing him? Yeah, I don't know, man. It's kind of crazy.
I must consider the suspects I have in front of me. Monsieur Hastings. He is keen to impress Mademoiselle Farquhar and claims that he was alone in his cabin working since. Mark Allard, the porter. Evidence suggests a rather amateur attempt to break into the safe, which in his intoxicated state would make sense. But it was just a ruse. The safe was opened quite masterfully, leaving only signs of a poorly attempted break-in. Mademoiselle Babagnan, a new friend to Mademoiselle Farquhar, who appeared at a most convenient time. I cannot see a motive besides the obvious value of the cigarette case, but Mademoiselle Farquhar has made it quite clear the value is of a sentimental nature. Perhaps the best thing for me would be to return to my cabin to think. I fear my legs and perhaps even my evening meal will not last much longer amidst these waves. Perhaps...
Okay. So...
Ah, detective. How goes the investigation?
A good detective, better yet, a great detective, will find motive, means, and opportunity.
She found it! Miss Babagnan found it! Oh, thank heavens!
I was on my way to speak with the captain when I saw something shining underneath one of those pipes.
Strange that it was not spotted earlier by any one of us while on the ship's deck.
Maybe the thief was scared and dumped it for fear of being caught red-handed.
Miss Babagnan, Anastasia, you saved the day. And you, of course, detective.
I find Mademoiselle Babagnan's explanation of finding the cigarette case rather coincidental.
Yeah.
Without any definitive proof, I cannot suggest anything otherwise. The cigarette case has been returned and the coast is in sight, which is what is important. Although, there still remains a part of me that craves the truth.
I suppose you can chalk that up as a victory.
A victory for Mademoiselle Farquhar, but not in the eyes of the law.
Well, if anyone asks, I'll confirm what a splendid job you did.
Very kind, monsieur. While we are on the matter of truth, Monsieur Arthur Hastings, you are here to oversee the transportation of the penitent Magdalene painting, are you not?
How on earth?
You are aware of my employment, but not of my true identity. Detective Hercule Poirot.
Wait, are you the official that I was supposed to have met on board?
Oui, monsieur. Please, accept my apologies for keeping my true identity hidden. But I had to be sure your involvement with the theft was purely coincidental. When it comes to the nature of our work, trust must be earned.
A little unorthodox, but I suppose I understand. So you can trust me now?
It continues to grow.
Well, we have a couple of weeks before the gala, so hopefully by then you'll trust me with your life.
Wow, that's... Jeez.
One can hope.
Oh, okay. Chapter 1, the gala. That was really abrupt. Detective Hercule Poirot and Mr. Hastings helped to secure the museum for the grand unveiling and meet the guests of the gala. Whoa. Well, that was definitely something. Chapter 1, the gala. This is a nice painting.
I don't think I'll ever stop being amazed seeing such incredible pieces up close.
Okay, I'm going to leave this first part here before we get into chapter 1. We did the prologue. That's good enough. Next episode, we'll probably do the entirety of chapter 1 and just get it over with if we can. But yeah, we're back with our little grey cells, and our first case was to find a missing cigarette holder, and we didn't even do that correctly. We met a couple of characters that may or may not show up again later. We don't know. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I'm so excited to journey into this janky ass game. That's going to be it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I hope you get to play many detective-y games, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.